Cowboys did it again. They did it again. They showed as to why you can't trust them. They lose once again in the postseason to the San Francisco 49ers, 19-12. In a pretty close game. Not a whole lot offensively went on in this game. It's time for the Cowboys to move on from Dak Prescott. The Dak Prescott experience and the Dak Prescott era, whatever you want to call it, needs to come to an end. It has to come to an end. Dak went 23 for 37, 206 yards, had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, almost had 3. He did not play very well. And this is your franchise quarterback. And he's had many dull and lackluster performances in the postseason so far, and many dull and lackluster performances in general. So on his first interception, I believe it was 3rd and 9, Zeke Elliott is in the backfield. Dak can check it down to Ezekiel Elliott, make the safe throw, or just throw it away. But instead he tries to force it to Michael Gallup, who was intercepted by Dion Lenore, who makes an unbelievable play on the football. So rather do the smart thing of checking it down to Zeke or throw it away, he tries to force it. And then, right before the half, the Cowboys are moving, and they look like they have an opportunity to at least get a field goal out of this, assuming that they would trot out Maher in that situation. Dak tries to complete it to CeeDee Lamb. Jimmy Ward is standing right there next to him, watching him and reading his eyes. He makes a play on the ball, knocks it in the air. Fred Warner is there, unfortunately for the 49ers, to pick it off. So that's 2 interceptions. And that one was a big one because you had a chance to at least, like I said, go up 3 points because it was 6-6 at that time. And in games like this, points are crucial. And you have to cash in on your opportunities, especially in the playoffs. It seems like when there's a mistake or there's an opportunity that needs to be made, they seem to be so much bigger and more important when it's in the postseason. Then later on in the game, Dak Prescott completes a 46-yard completion on the deep left side of the field on the sidelines. This was still a bad throw because even though CeeDee Lamb caught it, he had to stop and adjust rather than catch it in stride because he had Lenore beat. Then towards the end of the game, after the 49ers had kicked the 28-yard field goal by Robbie Gould, Dak Prescott tries to get it to Michael Gallup, who's running free. He beats Charvarius Ward. I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know. He hasn't beat. Michael Gallup is in front of him, so Dak Prescott has another chance for a big home run play that could go for a touchdown if he hits him in stride. Michael Gallup is running in the seams. Dak places the ball on the outside to where Michael has to adjust, and it gives Ward a chance to make a play on the ball and knock it loose. Then on the final drive of the game, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are trying to get down the field because they need a touchdown, and it's 19-12. They're on their 6-yard line. Dak Prescott is trying to find somebody. He's running around in the end zone. He goes to the right side of the end zone, trying to find somebody, holding the ball too long. Eric Armstead almost sacks him. He should have sacked him for the safety. Dak Prescott almost cost the Cowboys 2 points and possibly the game right there. But it's like, what are you doing? Why are you running in the end zone? You're still in the end zone. And you have a 49er right in your face who has a very clean shot at you to put you on the ground. But yet, you're still trying to make a play and you hold on to the football. Superstars don't make those types of plays. Your superstar quarterbacks hit the wide receivers who have beaten their defender, who has a step on the defender. They cash in on those home run plays. They hit them in stride, and it goes for a touchdown. You know, Dak Prescott, if he hits CeeDee Lamb in stride, that's a touchdown. If he hits Michael Gallup in stride, that's a touchdown. And they take care of the football. He almost had 3 picks in this game. And Dak, to me, I felt like this for a while now. To me, he doesn't really have a whole lot of arm strength. I think when you get in his face, when you make him uncomfortable, the chances of him throwing an interception increase dramatically. He's inaccurate. He'll make dumb decisions with the football. Like when he came back after his injury, after Cooper Rush had filled in for Dallas, he did a terrible job of taking care of the football. Now, I know that Dak Prescott is getting killed by the media and by Cowboys fans. And they're blaming it all on him, which I don't do. I don't, as bad as Dak look, and I'm not trying to say that Dak doesn't deserve the criticism that he gets, but I can't come away from a game like this. I can't come away from any football game solely blaming one guy. Okay, I can't do that. It's a team sport at the end of the day. You can get mad at Dak and the quarterback all you want to, but at the end of the day, it's not all on him. What about the defense? The drive that the Niners scored and took the lead. Brock Purdy tries to get it to Brandon Ayuk. Anthony Barr, it gets deflected by Anthony Barr, and And what the fuck's his name? Trayvon Diggs has a chance to pick it off, and it's right in his stomach. Like, it's right in his torso. He drops it, and he's their ball hawk. Great defenses, even though the Cowboys defense I thought played good, but great defenses not only get stops, they also generate turnovers. And that was a point in the game where they could have generated a turnover at that moment. You had a chance to get them off the field and keep them out of the end zone. You did it. Right before the half, it was 2nd and 20. It was 2nd and 19. And you allowed Deebo Samuel to get free and to complete a 17-yard reception and allow the 49ers to get in the field goal range. And then right before the half, you allowed them to get in field goal range yet again. And there were multiple times in the game where the defense could have gotten San Francisco off the field on 3rd down, 3rd sevens, 3rd and 8s, just 3rd and long situations. And they didn't, especially towards the end of the game where they needed to get a crucial stop and keep the 49ers from scoring points. Even though I thought they played good, they had some opportunities to get the Niners off the field and keep them out of field goal range and out of the end zone. I got to put some blame on the defense as well. And I thought offensively for the Cowboys, the game plan, I know that Tony Pollard going down really hurt them because he's their more dynamic back. He catches out of the backfield. He's a lot faster than Ezekiel Elliott. I think he's more shifty. He does a better job of breaking tackles and running contact, I think, and staying on his feet. Not having Tony Pollard, him going down, that really hurt the Cowboys. But the Cowboys are really strong when they're putting receivers between the numbers, and Dak is getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and the running game is going as well. But I thought that the way that things were going, they should have tried to take some more chances. I think in the postseason, you gotta do some things that's out of your comfort zone. I thought they should have taken some chances down the field with CeeDee Lamb. You had T.Y. Hilton. Also, T.Y. Hilton, there was a play where Dak is trying to get to CeeDee Lamb. He's double covered, and he's going up the seams. But T.Y. Hilton is also going up the seams. And to me, it looked like T.Y. Hilton was wide open. And if he hits him in stride, that's a touchdown right there. So Dak Prescott missed on a lot of big plays. He missed on quite a few plays in this game. But yes, I thought that the Cowboys should have tried to take some more chances. You have CeeDee Lamb, you have T.Y. Hilton, Michael Gallup. Try to expand the field and take some shots. But CeeDee Lamb, 13 targets, 10 receptions, 117 yards. I thought he was pretty good. Dalton Schultz, he screwed up at the end of the game by not keeping both feet in bounds when they were trying to get into Hail Mary range on their last drive. But he was targeted 10 times, had 5 receptions, 27 yards, had 1 touchdown. And everybody else was pretty quiet. So I think it's time to move on from Dak. Who do you go with? Do you go with Cooper Rush? I don't know. I wasn't really too sold on Cooper Rush anyway, because even though he did a good job of helping the Dallas Cowboys win football games and not fall off the wagon when Dak went down, he was still making some bad throws. And the only reason why they weren't talked about is because they didn't get picked off. But when that Sunday night game in Philly happened, it finally came to light. So I don't know. I think they're going to have to find a guy that's going to come in, and whether they draft or sign somebody in the offseason, I don't know. They're going to have to find somebody that's going to be able to come in and make plays for them now, because this Cowboys team has a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. They are capable of winning a championship. They have a lot of talent around them. And as far as head coaching, do you go with Mike McCarthy? I don't know. But just fine. I think they need to find a true offensive-minded coach. I think offensive-minded coaches in the NFL or just in football in general do very well. But I don't think Mark McCarthy is that guy to help lead the Cowboys to a championship. And it's been over, 2 decades since they won their last championship. As far as the 49ers go, Brock Purdy, 19 completions, 29 attempts, 214 yards. He was sacked twice. I'm still not sold on Brock Purdy. The 49ers offense didn't take a whole lot of shots either. And I think Shanahan knows that. I think he knows that Brock Purdy just isn't ready yet to where he can put him in the shotgun 4 wide, 5 wide, and have him totally run the true patented Kyle Shanahan type of offense. There were a lot of throws in the flat. They ran the ball quite a bit. They ran it pretty heavy, I thought. Dallas Cowboys defense had a hard time stopping the run. Elijah Mitchell, 14 rushing attempts, 51 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 10 rushing attempts, 35 yards, and had 1 touchdown. But yeah, I'm just not sold too much on Brock Purdy. But this guy, he's going to take over the NFL, and yet he hasn't looked all that great. and now he's going up against Philly. He's going to see another badass defense. Philly, in my opinion, is the most complete team in the NFC. If Purdy can play well against Philly, then I'm not saying I'll be a believer, but it'll quiet some of my doubts that I have about him. Defensively, for the Niners, Fred Warner had a pick. Lenore had an interception. This team has it all. I think Charvarius Ward is the weakest link on this defense, and you could probably make a case for Lenore, however you say his name. I think those two are kind of weak links, and they're going to be tested. They're definitely going to be tested when they go up against Philadelphia. Can they slow down AJ Brown? Can they slow down Devontae Smith, excuse me. So we'll see. Deebo Samuel rushed for 11 yards. He was targeted 7 times, had 4 receptions, 45 yards receiving. George Kittle, he was something last night, wasn't he? 5 receptions, 5 yards, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 95 yards. He had an unbelievable little circus catch that helped ignite things for San Francisco, I thought. So it's going to be interesting, though. I don't think the 49ers are going to beat Philly, but I do think that they will give them a scare. We'll see what happens in the offseason for Dallas, and we'll see what happens next Sunday or this upcoming Sunday in the NFC Championship game. Please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.